It's like, I put a video up and it's going to generate me $17,000. One video.
I remember you talking about that.
That video might create $100,000. I don't know. Right?
Yeah.
And so that's the power of like creating your brand. Welcome to crush2024.com, guys. This is it. We're gonna trickle out a video every day. Plus, you're gonna see our live event January 1st. If you haven't seen it already, you can go to crush2024.com. You can register there. Today's tip of the day is going to be all about why in 2024 you should hire a virtual assistant. And the gentleman that's going to present is not only a doctor of chiropractic, owns a successful practice, successful real estate investor and syndicator, and then out of necessity formed a company to help other entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs hire their first virtual assistant, their second, their third, their fourth, to help them grow their business in real estate investing or service-based businesses. So welcome to the show, Alex. Let's dive right into, the virtual assistant business.
Absolutely, Bo. Hey, Vinny, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I started the virtual assistant business back in 2021. And the reason why I started this was because as I got more involved in real estate, there were other real estate professionals that came and asked me, hey, Alex, how are you putting out the content? Who's making it? Who's producing it? Who's making these flyers for you? And I said, well, it's my own team. They're like, wait, what do you mean your own team? What company is that? I said, there's no company. It's me and my team. So the conversation really started there. And over time, they asked me, well, how do you find a VA? How does this work? How do I find one? How do I interview one? And my realization is a lot of real estate professionals, they host their own W-2s from before, right? And then eventually transition. And some of them have never hired before, right? They've never delegated work before. And I said, you know what? Enough people asked me about it. Why don't I start an agency to help people? Because 4 or 5 people were asking me every single week as I hop on these calls. Now, how I got started with it was because back in 2016, I myself was overwhelmed in my own practice. And I was coming in on the weekends, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., and work on flyers and edit my own videos for hours at a time. And you guys know it takes hours to edit videos, right? And it was taking time away from my wife's, my daughter's time. At the time, my daughter was only 4 years old, and she's like, wow, you're just gone all the weekends. But I said, I had to do what I got to do. What I stumbled upon just looking online, and someone said, consider a virtual assistant. And back in 2016, it was just not popular, right? Virtual assistant wasn't even a thing. No one knew what a VA was. But I said, you know what? Let me give it a shot. And from one VA to, it worked out so well. It gave me back so much time. I mean, 40 hours someone's working for me full time. That gave me back 40 hours of my time. And our revenue started growing, and come the second, third, fourth VA over time. And I saw our revenue in the business continue to climb as I was able to handle more and have a bigger presence online. Now my own team has about 12 VAs that work for me full time, handling all the different businesses. So I figured if I can work with 12 and have enough going on, I think someone who's trying to do it in real estate should at least have one.
Right? I love it what you're saying, Alex. It's so important. I always say that you have an assistant already. Somebody asked me, where is that? I don't have anybody on the payroll. I say, you are the one, because you're spending your time in doing that $5 or $10 job during the day. You don't realize that. So it's so important that we get a, assistant so then we can buy back time for family. So true. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I love it. I think what we need to do on a future episode is do a deep dive, because I think where people fail, Alex, with virtual assistants is they don't understand how to create the SOPs to really like track and measure progress, because it's out of sight, out of mind, right? Oh, well, they're in the Philippines or wherever, and they're not, as a business owner, what I realized with my team is I wasn't spending enough time with them, right? I wasn't like, look, if you want to perform, you have to be a great coach. And if you're not a great coach and you don't have the systems, it's not them, it's me who's doing a bad job. So I want to learn the mechanisms that you put in place as you train the VAs for your, for people. And then what tips and tricks, as somebody's watching this right now and they're saying, look, I'm doing everything myself. And if you keep doing everything yourself, you're not going to grow. Every great business owner, even if you just want all virtual assistants like myself, I don't want to have employees. I want all independent contractors. How do you do it? And how do you really grow? And I mean, like, look, buy back your time. If you want to make 2024 your best and you don't have any team members helping you edit videos, helping you create wonderful content to get eyeballs on you. The other day, when I was talking to Alex, it's like, I put a video up and it's going to generate me $17,000, one video.
I remember you talking about that.
That video might create $100,000. I don't know. Right.
Yeah.
And so that's the power of like creating your brand,